What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Nights with Juan. Today we have a different setting. We're outside, about to go on a little walk on a little trail. But today I have one of my close boys. His name is Adrian Perez. We'll say what's up, my boy.
That's good, guys.
Yeah. I think this podcast today is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be. I feel like it's going to have a lot of life lessons. Might get emotional, might get sad, but we're good though. We're all good in this fucking world.
All good,
yeah.
all good.
It's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas whenever this comes out. You know. I got Brian working after a late night, but me and Adrian stayed home with our families.
Yes, sir.
Got enough sleep, not like Brian. But I guess we just start the walking and we're just gonna keep on going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's just start it off, bro. The whole idea behind this was because you used to play soccer. I wanted to do it like a whole soccer, and we couldn't do the soccer shit. So now we're walking on the fucking trail.
Right.
But bro, like, talk to me about how like soccer, I guess, was a big thing in your family, or what? Like, did you just play soccer like for fun? Did your parents just put you in it? Or was it a big thing for your dad, your mom?
Low key, like my parents, my dad, he played a lot, and my big brother played a lot, like Sunday leagues type shit.
Okay.
So like every Sunday I would pull up with them when I was younger before I started playing soccer, and I just seen the way they play, and I'd be like, yo, I want to do that. And eventually I went into like a youth league?
Yeah.
It was called Orlando Stars. Okay. And that's when I started playing. And yeah, bro, like ever since then, started playing soccer, but I play ball now, of course.
Yeah. I had asked you before we started the podcast, like, did you ever think you could actually be good at soccer? Like, I feel like that's a lot of, like, it's hard to like know young if you're gonna actually be good or not, like.
Bro, like, I believe, I feel like I didn't have that discipline to like keep going. Yeah. Like, again, when I was younger, I was playing like 3 years up, so I was playing with the older kids, so that was good. But once I got to middle school and stuff, I gained a little weight and I got a little slow, and I was like, I don't know if I'm still trying to play. So if I really put my mind to it, but
was it like you loved it, or was it just like for fun for you? Like,
low key, I loved it, bro. Like,
really?
I was like a big Real Madrid fan.
Yeah.
And like my dad was a Barca fan, and like for y'all that know, like that's like a rivalry. Yeah. So like watching the games with them and stuff, like it was just always mad fun. Okay. I would used to fucking cry when Madrid would lose and shit. But
so being a Real Madrid fan, you're definitely a Ronaldo fan.
Oh, bro, for sure. Ronaldo's the GOAT, bro.
I remember we went out the other night, and so this guy was asking like, "Yo, Messi or Ronaldo?" And like,
Ronaldo, bro. Yeah. Ronaldo for life, bro. Ronaldo.
I'm not gonna get into too much to the topic of why, but like, how the fuck can he still be be better than Messi? I feel like Messi has accomplished what everybody wants to accomplish, which is the World Cup. Is that not the whole purpose?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I believe I believe Messi's the GOAT, but Ronaldo's my GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would take Ronaldo on my team over Messi, even if he won the World Cup. Like, yeah, but
I don't know if you know the facts, but does Ronaldo's team win more than Messi's, or does Messi win more than Ronaldo? Like,
honestly, I think Messi's team wins more, just because I feel like Ronaldo's more of a goal scorer. Like, he's more of like a finisher. Yeah. And Messi like gets the whole team involved, and he can pass the ball really good. So I don't know the stats exactly, don't quote me, but I believe that Messi's team for sure. And Argentina won the World Cup. Yeah. Portugal's never won a World Cup, so.
Did you see that they're gonna do the Portugal World Cup after the USA one?
Yeah. I hope Portugal wins, bro.
You think so? I don't think Ronaldo's gonna be able to play though at that moment.
He's probably gonna be on the bench screaming, but he's washed now. He's washed.
You think they're done? Like, they're both like, do you see them like now playing and they're just old now?
Yeah, bro.
Is it to make me understand at least, is it like a LeBron KD type situation?
For sure, LeBron KD type thing. But Messi had a more fortunate career winning the World Cup. Yeah. And Ronaldo, it's just Portugal. They didn't have the same team. Yeah. But Messi's Messi. So.
Where do you think the best soccer played? Like,
Spain for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone in their prime, they go to Europe. Spain, England, where else? Maybe a little bit France, but like now Messi's in the USA, it's Miami, and then Ronaldo's in, I think it's like Saudi.
Qatar or some shit like that.
Saudi or something like that. So like they're on their way out, you feel me? So.
Do you think soccer's ever gonna get to the point like how you just said everybody goes to Europe to play because that's where everybody wants to be at? Yeah. Can USA get to that point ever?
Nah.
I felt like I could just because when I saw Messi come, but I feel like Messi you needed more. Like you needed Ronaldo to also come sign.
Yeah.
So like,
it's just the thing is, the USA, like the league, the MLS, is like kind of like a retirement league. Like everyone in the soccer community sees the MLS as a retirement league.
Yeah.
Because everyone from Spain that's about to retire goes to the USA and they kill.
Exactly.
And everyone that's like been here, they're just not as good, bro. The stars go to Spain.
Who do you think is the next go up? There's a lot of good players right now. I'm just gonna name names. You have Holland.
Yeah.
You have Jamel. That's
Jamal.
his name, Jamal.
Yeah.
Isn't Mbappe still young in a sense?
I think he might be around our age, like 24, 25.
Yeah.
Yes. It just depends on how their career goes, like if they stay healthy. But I think Lamine is definitely a candidate, bro, because at 17, bro, I forgot what the tournament was called, but he helped Spain win not the World Cup, but a tournament, a big tournament. And at that age, bro, at 17, I would not.
Well, they just won the Euro Cup.
Yeah.
Or did they lose?
No. I don't even know what the tournament was called.
Yeah.
But like they helped them, or Yamal helped them.
Oh yeah, they won the Euro Cup when they played against England.
And now he's on Barca at like 18 years old, bro. So I don't know about you, but at 18, I could not stand in front of 200,000 people.
Yeah.
Score a goal or even make a good pass. So.
Do you think discipline is the factor of why a lot of people don't accomplish a lot of the goals?
Definitely, bro. I think discipline is like everything, because motivation is very like temporary. Like again, you could just like in the middle of the night wake up and say, yo, I want to do this, but then tomorrow feel very different and do things that aren't aligned with your goal.
Yeah.
And that's when discipline comes in, because you got to do the stuff that you don't like to do, even if you don't want to do it.
So, for a lot of people that don't know, he looks like a sexy 6'3" slim man. But at a point in his life, he was probably around 280.
Yeah.
6'3" still, but 280.
Yeah.
He looked very different. And he lost, what, over 80 pounds to,
like
to 100 maybe? 80 to 100?
90 pounds,
yeah. And it's just motivation to me. You know what I'm saying? Me and Adrian have had private conversations of like him telling me like, yo, you should really get motivated and lose some weight, this and that. And it's pretty cool. When we used to talk about it, when he did it the wrong way though. That's what he claims too.
Yeah.
He used to starve himself. Yeah. Just drink fucking shakes.
Smoothie a day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can you like remember those moments like when you were like overweight? Like was it like hard for you? Did you feel weird? Cause like bro, I'm gonna be honest though too. I think it's also a personality and in self-worth type of thing.
Yeah.
I have confidence a lot. My confidence is high, so at least that's why it has never, I guess, affected me in the point. Yeah. Maybe it did affect you, but maybe it didn't.
It definitely did affect me, bro. Like just like the little things, I'll be honest, like in the sense of going to the beach, I'm not trying to take my shirt off.
Yeah.
I'm going to the pool and
I'm not taking off my shirt off.
Yeah, and just like in general, like when you're overweight, like you can't move the like way more comfortable ways that you want to. And also like a lot of my friends, like, you know, Lucas, of course, like he told me like, bro, if you lost weight, you would look mad good. Yeah. So it's just like, that's the little things that got me going, I would say, and got me to lose weight.
Yeah. Do you remember why you even gained weight? Like, what was it? You were just eating for fun? Was it like, no, I mean, I don't know, you know, because you're skinny at a point then, because you were also never like chubby. I've always been the chubby kid in my sense. Yeah. But you were skinny and then you got big and then you got back to skinny. So like, but I've always been the chubby kid. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's different. You know what I'm saying?
So I would say just letting myself go. And since I was younger, bro, I think not to blame any parents and not to blame my parents. Like God bless them and everything they've done for me. But a big part of it is parents, bro, because like they're the ones that are seeing you eat everything. They're the ones that buy the groceries. So like them seeing me eat like whatever the case may be, like for example like Coke, bro, like Coca-Cola. So I would drink 2 Coke cans in dinner, and then after dinner I would have one for dessert. So that's it's insane, bro. I would say probably just letting myself go and just again not having the discipline to say like, yo, this is bad for me. Yeah.
You saying parents in a sense, do you think it's a Hispanic household thing? Like I think this is a big problem in our community. You know? Like we're all Hispanic, bro. I know every like all of us know all our meals are rice. That's just rice. Yeah. Rice.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Just cause, bro, like you said, every night we're eating rice. Yeah. And like I don't know about you guys. I know you guys are Hispanic too. My parents, bro, they drink Coke like water. So like. that's just how it was in my house. And as a youngin', bro, drinking 3 or 4 cans of Coke a day, it's gonna catch up to you.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I just think about it like let's go with white folks like Lucas. Lucas is perfect. He's not eating rice every day. Like you see the difference in cultures. Like they have mashed potatoes one day, they have mac and cheese another day, they have meatloaf. But Hispanics is strictly whatever you like, the chicken, steak, rice. Plátanos,
all that stuff.
Or tostones, or they're like, you know what, we're gonna go American, French fries.
That's probably like the American fries.
Exactly.
To, like, Hispanics, but yeah, I think cultures play a big part into it, bro, because, you know, like I would say like white cultures and like other cultures eat less rice and maybe less pasta. That's another thing my mom made, pasta, straight carbs. So, bro, just eating that almost twice a week because it's so easy to make, you know, just put in the noodles.
And I feel like that's even leaning more towards like a different culture, because I feel like Hispanics, at least my family doesn't really cook that much pasta. Yeah, at least. I don't know, you grew up eating a lot of pasta?
Yeah, bro, like 2 times a week just because it's quick, bro. And like mom's tired, of course. Just put the noodles to boil.
Exactly.
Not easy. But yeah.
We're talking about your parents. You appreciate them a lot. You were just saying that and stuff. I'm gonna get into a point of your life that's I guess recent, not that recent, but your dad actually. What, like the first time it happened was probably 2 years ago. He had a heart attack. And you were there, in the moment. And God bless you, Adrian. You're strong, because you tell us, and we don't know what's going behind. You just tell us with a straight face. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. But if you could just give us details as much as you can, and like that's so traumatic. Thank God your dad's still here to this day. But
thank God, man, for sure.
But that shit. You literally saw that, and you're never gonna be able to erase that moment out of your life ever again.
So, bro, at the time, I forgot when exactly. I think it was 2 years ago, near like May. At the time, I was downstairs with the girl I was with, and bro, like I hear a loud slam like upstairs, not in the middle of the night, more towards like 10 p.m. And
while everybody's still awake in the house.
And I just hear my mom call for me, and it was a different like scream.
She just
like,
screaming.
It was like and I ran upstairs, and I just find my dad. He's like laying down on the floor. And my mom is frozen in fear because like she didn't know what to do. And nothing, like I went to him and his eyes were kind of like, I wouldn't say like
drowsy, I guess?
Not drowsy, but I could say like they've never seemed like, it looked like he was dead inside almost.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And like he was just sitting down on the wall, and I was like shaking him, and I was like, Papi, like, are you good? The first like minute he was not responsive, and I was like, Papi, are you okay? And that's the moment he opened his eyes and said, nah. And then he kind of like went unconscious.
Really?
And yeah, at that time, the ambulance was called, and he went unconscious for maybe like 45 seconds. And then he snapped out of it and looked at me. He was like, I'm okay, just give me space. And we gave him a couple seconds. And the ambulance arrived shortly after that. Maybe it's because I was just so like...
in the moment?
Yeah, in the moment. I don't know how long they took, but I feel like they got there very soon. And no, like he gained consciousness, and I just kept talking to him because I didn't want him to like
fall asleep,
anything. And the ambulance got there, and they told us he had a heart attack, and he was still kind of going through it because he still had like pain. He was up, but he was like, I still feel like there's an elephant.
You still feel like a big thing.
Big pressure on his chest. So they took him and they raced to the hospital, and like we got into the car, raced like right behind. It was a little difficult because literally there was a cop car like literally following us almost the whole way, so we couldn't go 100 like. And it was very hard, but nothing. He made it to the hospital. He was just there. My mom was the first one to go see him in the room, like in the ICU. He was still getting like treatment done.
Oh, so he still had to go into the ICU even though he was responsive?
Oh, not ICU, like the emergency. Like
just the room, just the emergency room.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, and it was just very emotional for me because my mom was the first one that went to see him, and like my dad and I have had like a very, very close relationship like since I was a little kid. And I was just blowing my mom's phone up like, yo, come back, like I want to see him, because they didn't let anyone else but one person in the room.
It was COVID time.
Was it? I think we were maybe just coming out of COVID.
But I know the hospitals are still strict as fuck.
Yeah, so only one person could be in that room. And when I went into the room, he started having another heart attack because he had one at home. And I was just there, like kneeling down next to his bed, and he was just holding my hand. And they were giving him whatever medications they were giving him. They took him to, what's it called? The emergency room to do an emergency surgery to put a stent in his heart.
What is that? If you don't like
a stent? A stent is like I don't even know what fuck, what's the word? Kind of like a spring, like, you know, the springs that are in like the pens and stuff.
Yeah.
They put it in like the arteries of your heart, or like, I don't know the exact words, but like in your heart, so that blood can flow through, because he had blood clots. And the blood stopped going to his heart, which is why he got a heart attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So he started basically having another heart attack. He was like, I can't take the pain and stuff, and they moved him to the surgery room. I walked with him to the surgery room. We went in this elevator. I don't even know if we went up, down. Like, my parents, or my mom and my sister were calling me because I was in like the emergency.
Oh, because you're by yourself with him at that moment.
Yeah. And like, I don't know where we went in the elevator. I don't know if we went up or down, but they put me in a room, and I was like in that room in the middle of the night by myself, like just.
With him?
No, he was in the surgery room, and I was like in the waiting room by myself, and I was like pacing around, like pulling my hair out, like please be good.
Yeah.
And my mom was just blowing on my phone, sister blowing on my phone. I couldn't answer just because
you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do. I'm just out of it.
So even at that moment, they don't even know that he had another one, because you're the only person that saw it.
Exactly, and they don't know what's happening. They don't know if he's going through emergency surgery. They don't know anything. But I just couldn't answer in the moment. I was just literally pacing back and forth, talking to myself, praying to God to please save my dad. But I don't know how long the time was, just because I was so emotional, but I don't know if it was maybe like an hour later or like an hour and 20. The lady came back and she said like, he's okay. We're moving him to the ICU now. And that's when I called my mom. And then that's when my brother and my whole family, we went up to the ICU and seen him. And it's very difficult because like stuff with the heart, like it goes with emotions as well. Like if he sees, like he didn't want to see his family so sad, because that'll make him sad. And that'll make him worse. So it's even harder to go up and see my dad after this procedure and like have to keep a straight face and not cry and act like
and be happy, or
like you're okay. So yeah, bro, that was the first one though, and thank God everything went well. He stayed in the hospital for like, how long was it? I think a week. And he came back home. And actually, when he came back home, 2 days later, he had another scare, like the night before, or the night that he had the heart attack. Like he felt lightheaded and he had to sit down. And my mom was just so paranoid about everything that she called the ambulance right away, and he went back. Cause she's
already like she has so much trauma already that she's like, I can't risk this shit going on.
I can't risk like in the middle of the night him getting a heart attack in his sleep or anything else. But he went back to the hospital, of course. And one of the things that the doctors told me was we were very lucky, because the time that he got a heart attack was when he went to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And there was a possibility he could have just been sleeping, had a heart attack in his sleep, and my mom would have just woke up and he would have been gone.
Really?
In his sleep.
Wow.
So they were like, thank God he went up to go to the bathroom and you guys were awake and stuff. And but after everything, bro, he came back healthier and felt stronger. So I feel very blessed about that.
Going back to, I'm positive they told you, like, I guess they tried to give you an answer, like how this could happen. Going back to the thing, like, is it like the food, the culture, the fucking like, like you don't eat correctly, like you're not dieting correctly, you might not be working out or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
All of that plays into it, really. I would say like maybe 60% is diet, bro. Because again, bro, like our Hispanic culture, drinking Coca-Cola, steaks, rice, like anything he wants. And since he works a lot, he's not really exercising as often. So having not so good of a diet and not exercising, and on top of that, his dad died to a heart attack.
Really?
His brother had a heart attack.
Oh, so it's in the family.
Yeah, it's in the family.
It's like, not to be offensive, but it's like cancer too. Like if your family runs in cancer, like
you're more likely to get cancer.
Exactly.
So basically, I'm more likely to get a heart attack like later on in life.
But it sucks to say that, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
But with that being said, you got to take care of yourself, like exercise, diet-wise. But so that kind of played a part too, because it runs in his family a lot, the heart attacks. But that's kind of what they told me, the diet, since it runs in his family, and the lack of exercise, because he like just sits in his office, like he's just doing his thing, and he's
not moving. Like, he's not moving a lot.
It's not a really active job, but nothing much you can do about that.
Do you think after that moment, like, do you have like a very special, like, closer connection with your dad, like out of all your siblings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's always said, like, after everything, like, he's told me, like, you saved my life, like, thank you. And he's told everyone, like, when he's telling stories to his friends or, like, my aunts and uncles that have come.
Mira mi hijo,
yeah,
me salvó la
aquí
vida.
me salvó, all this stuff. But yeah, I think after that we definitely connected a lot stronger. Before that, I was still very, like, had a really strong connection with him, but.
You think you have a closer connection to your mom or your dad?
My dad.
Really?
Yeah, I love my mom. Like,
that's weird as a guy though, because that's usually girl, dad, boy.
Mama's boy and daddy's girl. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. He's always been my coach, bro, and it's just a lot different. Like, God forbid I have to go through something like that with my mom, but like when you see, like, you're about to lose someone so important in your life, like, kind of makes you say I love you more.
Exactly. Bro, I guess you just have to think about everything while that shit's happening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so my grandpa passed away 3 years ago.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, like on around December 12th. But like, so the thing that was crazy was that me and my family were in Colombia for the whole month of November. He got sick the last week that we were about to leave, and then we left because he was still in the hospital, because he was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, and then we ended up getting the call, and then we had to fly back. So we were literally with him on his last month of life. And like, I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, like, bro, my mom just lost her dad. Like, how the hell can I help that? Like, how can I be like this more of a man for her? Like this shit. I'm positive that went through like mine. Like, you start thinking like, bro, I'm about to become the man of my house. Like,
you gotta take care of my mom now.
Yeah, you gotta take care of your mom now and shit. Like that shit has to be tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, it is very hard because like my mom has depended on my dad a lot. Like, not to like talk down on my mom.
They're partners.
Yeah, of course. So like partners, they both need each other equally. Yeah. But it really did affect her, like, emotionally and mentally, because now, like, she's very paranoid. Like, anything, even if he says, like, he's a little bit out of breath, let's go to the hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm also guessing with behind all that comes now a lot of like more doctor visits and shit. Like
every month, bro. Every month, like 2 to 3 times a month, he's going to the cardiologist to check his heart, to check the stents. Yeah. And like, we'll get probably more into it, but when he had his second heart attack, one of the stents was like kind of clogged because of certain things. I forgot, honestly. But it's important to be on top of all that stuff.
Right, let's go this way. Sorry to cut you off. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You good.
Bro, so you just brought up the second heart attack, which is insane.
Yeah.
So how does that one go down? Like, fucking, are you home again? Like, is it like you just get a phone call?
So I was at work, bro, and my mom, like, just know.
Is it always a possibility, like, you always knew that it could happen again, though? Like, was like always in your head?
Yeah, it could always happen. Anything can always happen again. But if you take the correct steps into like have a better diet and a healthier lifestyle, it minimizes the chances. But it could always still happen because it's in his family. His dad died to a heart attack, and his brother almost passed away to a heart attack as well. But I was at work in the moment, and because I have to inspect houses, so I was already on the road, thank God. But I just get that phone call from my mom saying that like my dad was at work and he had to sit down, and he felt like he was having another heart attack, and the ambulance went to get him. So I just raced from my job to the hospital that he's at, and it was kind of emotional for me again because like leaving that hospital that we were at a year ago, I told myself I don't ever want to see him here again.
Exactly.
And we went to the same exact hospital that he had the first heart attack.
Is there like a special hospital, or is it just like the nearest one?
I think it is like a special hospital for heart attacks because they brought him there twice. Okay. But I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, so I just raced there, and that time there wasn't many cops, so I could go like 120 on the fucking highway. But and I got there, and it was like kind of like the same thing. Like, my mom wasn't able to be with him because it was at work, and he was like by himself the whole entire time.
So did he call the ambulance for himself, or like
his like coworker called the ambulance for him?
Really?
Yeah. Jeez. Like one of his good friends.
Yeah.
And like it hurt so much because I didn't really get to speak with him much that day, and he had to go through another emergency surgery. And with those surgeries, like my dad told me prior, that he has to sign a contract every single time, he might pass away trying to be saved. Yeah. So like it was just like I didn't even get to talk to him. Like I never even got to say bye. I don't know.
They put him in right away.
Right away. And then I was like, Mommy, like what are they doing to him? Because he already has stents. So like what are they? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, yo, like they could be stealing his kidney for all. Like what do you mean? You don't know what's going on? Yeah. But he went through the emergency surgery again, and my family came as well. All else was fine, thank God, and they said he was okay. They put another stent in his heart because there was another
clog?
Like a blood clot in another part of the heart. So now he has 2 stents in his heart, and he was in the ICU again. It was like the same exact process. And thank God he got stronger though. And after like 4 days in the ICU, he felt a lot better. And yeah, bro, honestly, after that, we've just been praying that it doesn't happen again. I've been trying to keep him active, walk the dog with him, tell him, yo, don't drink that, don't eat that. Yeah. But
I'm positive, bro, I'm positive you go through it because I go through it. My parents, like, bro, they're 50 to 40 to 50-year-old people that did this whole thing their whole entire life, that like, you think they're gonna listen to a 20-year-old
exactly.
Don't fucking drink this Coke tonight, like
exactly.
And they're even your parents, so they're gonna be like, I'm the adult here.
Yeah, like you gotta listen to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he for sure takes consideration. He still does drink his like Cokes here and there, and like, eats whatever he wants.
Because bro, it's hard. Like how the fuck can you change that? Like as being a 50-year-old man.
And change your whole lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Some people are able to do it, but bro, it's super hard.
It's super difficult for sure, bro. But he's there, bro, just getting stronger with the stents in his heart. The blood flow, like more blood flow gets to his heart, so he feels a lot better, like more energized and less brain fog and stuff. Okay. So yeah.
Do you think stress has to do with heart attacks?
Stress is another big key factor to heart attacks, just because, like I said, the emotions part of it. Yeah. Just dealing with stuff with work and like family issues at the time. Well, at least with the second heart attack, I was going through personal issues too. Yeah. So he sees his son going through it, he sees his family going, so it starts to make him think. And then
because he starts worrying about his son and everything, you know what I'm saying?
And it's a psychological game, bro. Like you could think like, yo, am I gonna have a heart attack tomorrow? Like I'm scared.
Yeah.
It happens. So
fuck, I was gonna literally say something right now. That shit just I just totally
disappeared from
disappeared. Fuck, bro. I can't even think of it. What I was literally gonna say just a second ago. But if you guys are watching right now, just make sure to go subscribe to Late Nights with Juan. Make sure to like and comment on the video. We're currently talking about Adrian's dad having heart attacks and how serious that procedure is of like life. You know what I'm saying? What do you think you could do for your health at this age of life to not, like, at least break the cycle, you know what I'm saying? Because bro, you were talking to me the other day about it when we went to the gym. Like you're like, bro, I did not know this about you. You know a lot of shit now about like health wise, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I like try to learn all that stuff so that I can minimize my risk of having a heart attack. Because again, my dad had it, my grandpa died to it, my uncle had a heart attack.
Did you know your grandpa, by the way? Oh no. Okay.
But bro, just staying healthy. Like I try to go to the gym 5 times a week, 6 times a week. And of course the diet, bro, that's literally everything. Everything they put into all these products in America, it's killing you slowly. Yeah. But people don't really understand or see that, like that the ingredients in almost everything, you don't even know what it is, you don't even know how to say it, but you're just gonna put it in your body.
To sum it up for some, like, Adrian was giving me context of like eggs. Like you're telling me how eggs from like actual good,
like
healthy,
a farm,
farm, they look completely different. Like if he showed me the image of it, but like they're super like orange compared to the ones that they sell at Walmart that are like,
you could buy 50 for like $2.
Exactly.
But then if you go to the farm and buy 12, it's like $8. So no one questions why is the ones from the farm more expensive and why is the 50 worth $2? Yeah. But it's because of the, you know, the hormones and everything that they put into the chickens, and that's why you can buy 50 eggs for $2. So a lot of the things, like a lot of the like vegetables and fruits in the grocery stores have pesticides on them to make them shinier, to make like an apple more red, so that people can see it and buy it. Because if it's bigger and it looks like more shiny, you're gonna want it. But if you saw someone spray a bunch of chemicals on an apple and told you to
eat it, you're not gonna
do it.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. They just put it into the grocery store and you don't really know.
Make it look.
Yeah. That's why everyone says like, well, that's why organic people are so big on just staying on organic stuff, because it doesn't have pesticides and the ingredients are a lot cleaner than just regular foods.
Do you think like these Americas make sure to make like organic products more expensive because they're just trying to get rid of us at the end of the day? Like,
yes,
bro, like we're really a piece of shit to, and like
yeah, of course, like, bro. Like they don't really care about our health. They want us to go to the hospital and pay with our insurance and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But that's why they do make it more expensive, because you can buy, for example, 50 eggs for $2, but you might have to go to the hospital and pay even more. But if you buy organic stuff, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more, but maybe you'll stay away from the hospital more because you're eating healthier. So you're gonna have to pay either way. I would rather pay for organic stuff than to eat kind of crappy and eventually have health problems later on in life, or whatever the case may be.
The other night you're telling me that you don't eat McDonald's, and that shit was fine. That shit was hilarious. That you were like, I would never eat a McDonald's. Like, so when was the last time you ate McDonald's?
I don't even remember.
Damn.
Like, I don't even remember. Yeah, I stay away from almost all fast food. Of course, there's times like we're still young, like Chick-fil-A or even Chipotle, but like to the very minimum, like Chick-fil-A maybe twice a month, or in Chipotle like once a month. But yeah, no, I definitely try to just cook my food and buy the groceries myself.
Yeah,
it's a lot healthier.
I remember my question. Do you think hospitals are a scam? In the sense of like, you've been going to the hospital with your father, like, bro, I'm not in your, I don't need to know your personal funds, whatever, but bro, I know that shit's not cheap, bro. Like,
bro, just the ambulance to the hospital is $10,000.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm not really sure entirely how much he's paying for the 2 heart attacks that he's recovering from.
I
think it's because he doesn't want me to worry. But definitely.
And either way, there's payment plans, there's everything, all that bullshit. But I know that bill is just insanity.
Yeah, bro, honestly,
when I got my surgery, sorry to cut you off, I got the bill. I had to pay out of pocket $1,300. My bill was $113,000. So I ended up paying 10% of what the fuck that shit was.
Because your insurance, right?
Yeah, because my insurance. Yeah. So just imagine that. And I got like a little aspiration seizure. Yeah. So I can't even like imagine
a heart attack. Going and doing surgery on your heart.
Exactly.
I have no idea, but honestly, I don't want to say they're a scam, because there's some people out there who genuinely try to help people. But with this whole, like, my dad having a heart attack a year later, something that made me feel like at least the health system is kind of scammy is he had a heart attack at the same exact time from the year before. Like, he had a heart attack the same time, like May, it was like a week off. And I was just like, how is it that exactly a year later he had a heart attack around the same time? I don't know if it's coincidence, but I feel like sometimes they could do stuff to where like it'll make the person come back to spend more. And I don't know exactly, but like,
you don't know exactly, of course, everything.
Yeah, but that seems like a little too perfect that exactly 1 year he had a heart attack on almost like the same week that he had a heart attack.
Nah, that's scary. That's like that, because I got my surgery in January, and it's about to hit January again. So like, imagine if I ended up in the hospital.
In January, you're like, oh, something's hurting or something, and you have to go back. That's where I'm like, it's very confusing and like wishy-washy, but again, I still feel like there's people who actually care. If you're in that field, like, of course you care. But the timing of it was just not like it wasn't perfect. It was just a little too perfect.
Like you made us now think like, what the fuck are you guys setting up here? You know
what are y'all actually doing? Like, we don't know, like, really.
Because bro, they can tell you whatever they're gonna do that surgery, but you don't know what the fuck's going on in that damn room.
In that room, exactly. That's why.
What if they're just looking at him and then they're just like, he's fine, he's good. You're good.
That's why I was telling my mom, like, the second time he had a heart attack, when she said, like, I don't know what they're doing to him. They could be taking his kidneys. Like, we don't know what he's gonna, like, what he's doing to him. So, I wouldn't say like I genuinely, I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but that wasn't adding up to me. And everything is money, bro. Everyone wants money. Everyone's looking how to take $1 out of your pocket. So,
let's talk a little bit about money. Not saying you make great money, but you have investments, which I know about, which is pretty dope, because a lot of people, how Brian literally was telling you, like, he looked at it, but he doesn't really know about it. Right. You do the whole Turo thing. You rent out your cars. I think it's the easiest, in my opinion, easier, less expensive, less riskier, high profit type of business to get into. Because it's a car that you have a car as a human being. You can literally rent out your car if you just have your own car.
Right.
And then you start making money off of it, and you still drive.
Yeah.
So then, let's say you start making good money off of it, then you buy another car, which you did.
Yeah.
So explain to us a little bit about the business. How do you get the? First of all, how the hell do you even think about? Let me just do this. Let me take the risk of maybe someone might fucking destroy my car. Yeah.
So
we can turn around, Brian. Let's go back the other way.
Keep walking.
Yeah, just follow the same path. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. So yeah.
Initially, at the time I was living with my girl, and I was working my server job, and I'm sure like everyone's not trying to work for the rest of their life, and we know a couple people like Mario and this other guy's name is Carl. Some people that we know.
Yeah, that they did the business.
Yeah, they have like their own like 4+ cars.
Yeah.
And it's just something that I was always interested in. And at the time I was living with my girl, and we drove everywhere together. Like she would take me to work, I would take her to work, even though we still had both cars. So I was like, yo,
let's just make money off of one car.
Yeah, because we're basically sharing a car because we're trying to be together either way, like every day. So
exactly.
I just took the chance really, and I did a lot of research on YouTube. Just a bunch of research, like how it goes, how the insurance goes. But it's always just taking that first, like that leap of faith of just, I need to start it.
Yeah.
And I signed up, and within the first day after signing up, I got my first booking. Really? Yeah, like maybe 3 hours after I signed up. And
wow. I guess I know that. I know you felt like, wow.
I was so scared. Yeah, I was scared. I was excited. I was everything, and it was just a very new experience to me because I've never done anything like that, something like entrepreneur like that, and it was just so funny because I was like, yo, I hope it's like a guest that stays like in Orlando. Yeah. And I had an AirTag in the car because you're allowed to have AirTags in your car due to the privacy of Turo.
Yeah.
And the first person that I ever booked my car took that shit to Miami, took that shit to Tampa. Really? And I was like, oh my God, please come back already. But
yeah, because it's your first time, you're like, fuck, I don't know if they're stealing my car.
Yeah, or like, what are they doing? Yeah. Or I hope it doesn't get wrecked. But no, yeah, after I got it from the first booking and I saw that little profit from it, I was like, yo, we could actually do something with this. Like, there's 30 days in a month. There's a certain amount of price that you put every single day. Like, you can make profit from it, pay off the car, and drive it. You could rent it for 2 weeks and then drive it the rest of the month, and you paid off your note. You're driving the car for free. So, but I was looking at it more like investment. Like, I want the profit. I don't want to drive the car because I was riding with my girl at the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so that's how it started. And it went well, but I had to take a little break after 6 months because honestly, I forgot what it was. I took a little break. I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it went very well the first 6 months for sure.
So like, is it different pricing every different day, or is it the same price? Like, let's say I book your car from Monday to Friday, I'm gonna get that Monday price the whole entire week, or does it go Monday, let's say 35, Tuesday 45, Wednesday 35? Like, how does that work?
So if you book it on a Monday, you'll get that Monday price for the whole week.
Okay.
Yeah, and like there's like things that you could do as a Turo host where you can like give a discount. If they rent it for 2 weeks, you can give them like a 10% discount. It could be less. I personally don't do that. I just don't. But it does vary in pricing. Like, as of now, they just did an update where depending on the day, depending on the time, the price of it goes up and the price of it goes down. So I have a set price on my Toyota Camry at $42.
Okay.
But then there's times like during Christmas, like someone rented the car for 2 days and it was $52.
But that's Turo putting that price, not you.
Yeah, that's Turo doing it. So I let them basically handle like whatever they think the price is to be competitive with other Camrys and other hosts on Turo.
So are you still getting that profit when they put it up more? Like, are you getting more profit, or is that they do that for they can get more money for themselves? The app.
So that goes with the insurance and basically the profit split with Turo. Okay. I would say I kind of win more and make more in that sense because basically in the insurance, like, God forbid any of the cars get into an accident. Yeah. But like, there's a deductible that you have to come out with, and there's basically plans. So there's like, I can get 70% of profit, they get 30, but if the car gets wrecked, I only have to put $250 down and they fix the whole car.
Oh.
Yeah. Or you could do another plan, like where it's like 80-20, and you have to come out with more. My plan for both of the cars are 90-10, so I get 90% of all the profit, and they keep 10.
You could choose that?
Yeah.
But what happens? How the fuck is
So in the event that, again, God forbid, any of the cars get wrecked, so if one of the cars gets totaled and it's repairable, I have to come out of pocket $2,500 rather than $250.
Oh, okay.
But in the sense that I want to do this in the long run, a lot of the people aren't wrecking the cars. So like I'm giving away 30% every time when the car isn't getting wrecked. I don't have to come out with that deductible. So it's like, I would rather get that 90% and have to come out more on the deductible if anything bad happens than give them 30% of my profits, because everyone is going to pretty much drive the car safely. It is a rental at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is a rental, So nobody really wants to fucking crash a rental.
Of course. They're more safe, if anything.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of how like the insurance and profit split goes with Turo.
Is that like the highest margin?
Yeah, 90-10. Okay. You can't take 100 because of course they're
I was gonna say 95.5.
Yeah, if I could I would, but nah.
Talk about all this shit about the rentals, how people drive this car safe. Clearly you get a brand new fucking car last year, or not last year, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You finally you've made your investment. You started making good money, and then you invested in another car.
Yeah.
Which was a Tesla.
Yeah.
And a month later, it gets fucking totaled.
It's part of the game, bro.
It's part of the game,
bro.
So what the fuck happens? Like, what happened for that to even transpire?
So basically, near like March, I had took out investment Tesla, strictly only for Turo.
Yeah.
And I had my first booking within 2 weeks of having it, and it was rented for like 3 weeks by a guest. And it was fun.
3 straight weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the person I was talking about that almost got it down to 0%.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah. But he rented it for 3 weeks. It went well. Nothing happened. And I was like, okay, like 3 weeks of profit. Like this is gonna be great. A week later, I get a booking for just a weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the guest was a CDL driver because everyone has to submit their license on Turo so that you could verify who they are.
Yeah.
And whenever I see someone a little bit older and they have a CDL license, I'm like, okay, I feel safe.
Because they drive for a living. Yeah.
Of course. So I bring the vehicle to this guest and he picked it up by himself. Everything was good. And on the last day of the booking, like maybe 4 hours before he had to return it back to me, I get a call at work and he says, hey, like, I've been in an accident. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I went to the scene. I called him back because I hung up right away, because if I kept talking to him, I would have said stuff I didn't really mean. But I went to the scene, and on the way to the scene, I called him and I said, like, what happened? Because like I've never been through a car accident or any total loss in Turo.
Does everybody who owns a car, they have to show up to the scene?
Yeah.
The owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. So like for the towing and all that stuff, and like the police report. So on the way to the site, like, of the scene, I asked him, like, because I didn't know how everything worked, so I didn't know if my host was liable, if I still get it paid out, or whatever the case may be. And he kind of lied to me and told me this other person tried to cut in my lane and they hit me, and the person behind me was trying to get in my lane and they hit me, and he claimed that he was driving. And I was like, okay, like, I have all this information, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but whatever. So I got to the scene, and the first person I talked to is the police officer. And he said, listen, it wasn't him who was driving, it was his 17-year-old son, and he caused a 3-car total loss collision. And both of the people that got their cars totaled, which was one in the front, like on the right, and one in the back on the left, both of the people that were driving that got their cars totaled went to the hospital. So it was like a big ass mess. I was like, I don't know who's gonna pay for these people's medical bills. It's not gonna be me. I wasn't driving. But so that's what happened. And in that sense, I was then looking for the tow truck and looking for, like, how am I gonna get this car back home? How am I gonna get it to the shop? And funny enough, like, when I got there, I was speaking to like the 17-year-old, and I could just smell like the weed like all on him.
Was the dad there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like his dad was just like apologizing and stuff. And I don't know if it's because he was high or not, but the kid was like, yo, like, you look young, bro. Like, how'd you pull up in a different car, and how'd you rent this car out to us? And he wanted me to put him on game in this moment that he totaled my investment. And I was like, listen, man.
We can talk about game after you pay this bill.
Bro, like, we could talk later about this. Right now, I don't even want to see you. Like, but yeah, honestly, they were a little inconsiderate about it though. I'm not gonna lie, because they were contacting Turo, and Turo wasn't answering. I guess it was like super busy that day, and what's it called? They ended up leaving in like a big ass Escalade, like presidential as fuck. Like they were like, I don't know, God bless you, bro. I hope nothing else happens, but just let us know. And they left, and I had to just figure that shit out on my own. And
they didn't even pay for the tow truck, nothing?
Nah, Turo paid for everything.
Oh, okay.
But that's like another like fucked up situation, because it was my first like total loss and first accident on Turo.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of anything.
You're brand new to the game too, so you're just like, fuck, I don't know what to do.
What to do, exactly. So the tow truck that came, that helped me, they said they had a body shop. And me just trying to get the car fixed as soon as possible, because I didn't know if it was totaled or repairable. They were like, yo, we have a shop right around the corner.
Yeah, you told me the story. Yeah,
we can bring it, and we can help you fix it. And just, bro, I'm young, I don't know anything, bro, so I'm just like, all right, bet, just take it.
Yeah.
They took it, and it was there for about like 4 days. And then within those 4 days, I was contacting Turo, like, how am I gonna get this car fixed? What's gonna happen? Whatever the case may be. And with that being said, it came to my
realization?
Yeah, it came to my realization that I should probably get my car fixed from Tesla and not some random body shop, like a tow truck that picked up my car.
Yeah.
And with that being said, the tow company, since they did have a body shop without like my permission, without me signing anything, and I told them before, please do not touch the vehicle, don't take anything apart to assess the damages, because I don't know what Turo's gonna say.
Exactly.
They took apart the car without telling me, and they were like, these are the damages and stuff, and I was like, listen, like I don't even know how I'm gonna get this money back from Turo, so like, what do you mean?
You gotta wait till I give you the final word.
Okay, right. So that happened, and I was like, listen, I need the car back because I want it fixed by someone who's Tesla certified, because after doing research, almost everyone is suggesting you need to get the car fixed by someone who has worked with Teslas before.
Yeah.
And they're just like a regular body shop fixing Corollas, whatever. So with that being said, I was like, okay, so like, listen, I'll pay for the homing fee, I'll pay for the towing fee. Just please, I need my vehicle back because I need to get it fixed by someone who's certified.
Yeah.
And they were trying to negotiate with me, and they were like, listen, you're gonna have to pay a big amount. Like, the car's already here, we've done work on it. And I was like, but listen, I didn't ask you to do that work.
Yeah, exactly.
You kind of just did that. But
they're trying to get your money at that point.
Of course. But long story short, I had to get it out of there and take it to a Tesla certified place, and it cost me like $2,200 to get it out of that tow body shop, whatever. And they basically just took apart the car, and it was even more fucked up than it was in the scene now, because they took apart like the fender,
they took
apart the bumper, they took apart all the shit.
So how the hell do you even put that out back?
You couldn't, because it was
they just put it in the trunk?
They put it, in the trunk and in the front. And I was like, damn, bro. But so then, and this like was a whole like month span, like waiting for Turo to get back to me and seeing how I'm gonna get the money back, because it was, in that case, it was like you're gonna receive an email once a week from Turo. Wow. And I received an email once a week every Monday. So I had to like say everything, all the questions I had to ask, because if you forget something, you're waiting a whole entire week before you get back to me.
Holy fuck.
With that being said, I took it to the Tesla certified auto body shop that people have worked with Teslas. Yeah. And within like 3 days, they told me it's totaled, and the other shop was telling me it's repairable. So, yeah.
God damn.
And that's how it went. It was totaled out after a month and a half of me having it. Yeah. And like 2 of the weeks it was totaled, like, and we were just trying to see.
And you never spoke to the people who totaled your damn car ever again?
The guy asked me to give him a phone call, but I just ignored him, honestly.
Really?
I didn't know if it had to do with something like legally, like if he's going to court, and I was just like, I'm not trying to deal.
Yeah, you're not trying to deal
with any of that stuff, but definitely a huge learning lesson. My second car got totaled within a month.
But you're up now.
Yeah,
you got another Tesla. You're up.
We got it back.
That was a whole fucking joke of us going out and you got a Tesla now.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Like I said, bro, I know you, Adrian, so you also, throughout this whole entire time, like, people don't know that, but you're going through something traumatic.
Yeah, definitely.
From heart attacks with your father, So your car getting totaled, you're going through shit that in the middle of that. How do I put this in words? Like, you separate yourself from a human being that was in your life for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think I know the story. Not everybody knows the story, but I guess they're about to find out the story.
Yeah.
But in a very traumatic fucking like movie type.
Definitely.
Like you never ever want to experience this type of shit going on in your life.
Never expected either.
Yeah. So, bro, I think you would say that 2024 was a hard ass fucking year for you, bro.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know, like, you want me to get into it a little bit? Like, I don't know if you have
bro. I think the questions are gonna be asked after they see what you're gonna say. But I'll ask the questions, even though I know some of the answers. But context. Let's just say Adrian was with a human being for his life for a long period of time, and they ended up splitting apart. And now you're gonna tell us what happened and how it happened and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I was saying, like about when I was talking to Turo, there was the girl that I was with, and we would share the car, and then she kind of helped me in the beginning. But I was with this person for like about 3 years and some change, and we were living together for about a year and maybe like 2 months. Yeah. But the reason it was very difficult, like a lot of the stuff I went through in 2024, was just because in the beginning, like very early February, the ending of January. Yeah. We were.
Sorry. To put it into detail, also, the other day you had told me like this person was the person that also saved your dad's life the first time ever. Of the heart attack. She's the human being who made the phone call, not even yourself. You're just helping your dad at that time. So I guess you could say she also did save up your dad's life at that moment too. You know what I'm saying?
Something I can't take away from her.
Yeah, you can't. Like you literally can't take that away from that human being. Like that's a blessing. That's a blessing at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, that she was there, even though things are different now. That's definitely something I can't take away from her, because she did help me save my life. My mom in that moment was literally just frozen in fear. And she was the one who called for the ambulance for me that day. But
just keep it going though.
I want to go off the questions though.
Okay. So it's a difficult year in early 2024. You guys start having problems, of course, and the problems escalate, just how any other relationship escalates in a sense. And then how any other relationship in the world, you guys call it quits. Like a normal fucking relationship in the world, right? You guys call it quits. We're gonna fast forward a little bit towards like the whole entire thing. You guys are calling it quits and stuff. You guys officially are like, you know what? Like we're just gonna separate and like we live together. We're gonna not live together anymore. We're gonna move out. Let's go back to figure out our lives. You know what I'm saying? So there comes the point in you're moving out. She's also about to move out to the place. You pick up your stuff. She's packing her stuff, I'm guessing, at that moment too. You can tell the story. You can tell the story. You can tell the story now. You can tell the story, bro.
So like to like go back a little bit more, I would say like 2023 November, like on my birthday, I went to Houston with her to like visit family, and that trip was very, I would say, very difficult with me and her in our relationship. A lot of fighting and I would say a lot of toxic things. But on that trip, like this has never happened, but she like went home to Orlando early. And I stayed the rest of my time because I wanted to enjoy my birthday. But like the problems we were having in that time,
it was that bad that she literally like, I'm leaving.
And like I'm not gonna lie, everyone plays two sides to it. So like she wanted her ticket, and because of like everything that was happening, I was like, I'm not just gonna give you the ticket that easy. Like either you stay with me and we can figure it out, or you can buy yourself a ticket. And I would say after when she went to Orlando by herself, a lot of things started changing. Like the fight started getting a little bit more intense and started escalating a little bit more. Things were being said that
you shouldn't be saying in a relationship.
Late January, It sucks because we had just renewed our lease at the apartment, so we signed for another year.
Even after, which you just said, your birthday's in November, you guys had that time period of fighting, and then you guys still were like, we're gonna do this. You know, we're gonna do this. Yeah.
So late January, I found a good deal in the same apartment complex that I was in, with more space and less money to pay every month. Yeah. So no brainer, we signed it right away.
Yeah, let's do it.
And about, I would say a week later, very like out of nowhere, on a day that, like, we went on a date and we went grocery shopping, kind of like the usual, like of what we were doing. She kind of sat me down and said that she wasn't really feeling the same anymore. And you know, it's life. A lot of that happens, like with a lot of people in marriage, a lot of people in relationships, like they just don't feel the same no more. Like that spark kind of just dies. And again, bro, I'm young and I'm still like navigating through life. So my first reaction was kind of just, okay, you don't love me anymore, I'm gonna get out. Cause what am I gonna do? Like I can't really.
You can't really force somebody to be with
love
you.
Or be with you, especially if they're unhappy.
Exactly.
Because that's another thing she was saying, I'm not really happy. So I understood that. And shortly after she told me that, very emotionally, and that's something I learned incredibly this year, emotions, you need to learn how to control them or they're gonna control you. And
you're talking about her emotions or your emotions?
My emotions, your own emotions, what's it called? So shortly after hearing, you know, she doesn't feel the same way and that she's not happy, I started moving my stuff, like half of my things that same night. We don't talk that night, and I sleep at my parents' house for the first time and I don't even know how long. And I had half of my stuff from my apartment.
I'm guessing also, sorry to cut you off, this is also like, I guess, traumatic for your parents, because you're like, might be like legit this time, because to fucking say I'm moving back in my it's like, all right, they're really gonna like stop being together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It was just very surprising for them too, because again, like the relationship was good, but there was times it was very toxic, and we would still always go back to each other. So just with that being said, them seeing me move my stuff, they were like, okay, like, you know, what can we do?
If you're sure you want to do this, you're gonna do it, man.
And they're gonna support me. That's what they always said. And that night, the first night that I slept over, I was just thinking, of course, emotions are running high because, you know, things are changing in my life. But I came to the realization that, you know, a lot of people do fall out of love and like the spark kind of dies. But people do things to try to get that back. Like people go on dates or whatever the case may be, couples therapy, like literally whatever it is, people try. Yeah,
they try because you don't want to lose that person.
Of course, even if you don't feel like...
Because you're also attached to that person at that point. Like, it's your best friend. You basically breathe the same fucking air at that point that you're just like, I don't know what I could do without having this person right next to me. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And it was even more because I was with her for like 3 and some years. We were together in high school. A very deep connection with her family. So, back to like what I was saying though. That night I was just, emotions were very high, and I was like, if we are gonna break up, I would prefer us to do it like the more mature way. See how we're gonna break this lease. How are we gonna go about this? Because it was really just
you're also doing adult-like things. This is not just you live with your parents, I live with my parents, we're gonna break up, all right, we never talk again.
It's like we're gonna break up, we still have to talk about the lease. We have a dog. We had a dog together, so like I didn't know if like maybe she still wanted to see him. I don't know. I didn't know anything. So again, I'm just still trying to navigate through life. And so that night I thought maybe I should like do something about it. I should still try one last time because this is like someone I've been with for so long. And the next day, I didn't want to just react on it right away. So after work, I went with my mother and we picked up the rest of my things from the apartment and basically moved back to my house.
She there when your mother went with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
She was at work because like we had like opposite schedules. That was another thing that was kind of like bringing distance between us because
you guys don't see each other.
I was coming out of work and she was going into work, so it's like it's hard. And she's coming back late as hell, and I had got a new job around that time, so like I didn't want to like have to stay up late, be late to work, and you know what I'm saying. But the second day, I went back to the apartment with my mother, and she helped me get the rest of my things. And that night, the second night staying at my parents' house, I believed that I needed to do something, whether it was us breaking up, talking about it, just to be mature about it, because again, we do live together, like you said, and we're doing adult things. So unfortunately, I since I couldn't sleep, I went at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And also kind of dumb, but I wanted to get her when she was sleeping because she's more docile. Like when she's like just waking up, she's not gonna be upset. Like it's gonna be more mellow.
It's not gonna be like you're fully ready to fight.
Yeah, fully ready to argue.
You're ready to rumble right now.
Exactly. If she's sleeping, she's just like, "What's up?" Like,
yeah. Let's talk.
Yeah. So with that being said, I walk into the apartment. First of all, there was a garbage bag like outside of my apartment door, and it honestly had like flowers that I had got her like a couple days before, all of our pictures, everything. And I was like, okay, like maybe she thinks we're done or whatever.
Yeah.
I walk into my apartment because it is my apartment. I still have the passcode. I still have the keys. Like, so not to be crazy, but like everyone has their own scent. Like houses have their own scent. You know what I'm saying? So arriving to my apartment or my old apartment, I definitely got a scent of something different, like someone different. And I was just like, either someone's here or someone's been in here.
Yeah.
So I'm just very quiet, and again, because it's 6 in the morning, I don't want to like be disturbed. So I try to open my bedroom door, and it's locked. And I thought that was very weird because we don't really lock the doors and like whatever. So I knock on the door, and can we talk?
Bleep. All right, you're good. We're good.
I fucked up.
Yeah, you're good. Keep it going.
Okay. So I was like, bleep, can we talk?
Yeah.
I was like, bleep, can we talk? And then honestly, I hear rustling throughout the room.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I started feeling like a little like worried and nervous. Like, why is the door locked? Why is she not answering? And with that being said, as I hear rustling, I hear the cabinets being pulled to like change clothes or put on clothes. I'm not sure. And she had came out and closed the door right behind her very quick. And she was like, what's up? Like, what do we need to talk about? And I was just like, listen, like we need to talk, but I need to use the restroom first because I knew that to go into the restroom, I have to see my bed, I have to see the closet, I have to walk through everything.
Yeah.
And I was already under the impression that something was going on. So with that being said, I was like, I'm gonna use the bathroom. And mind you, I just moved the rest of my things out 2 days before. She tells me, you don't live here anymore, so you can't use the bathroom.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I was like, listen, like this is my apartment just as much as yours. If I need to use the bathroom, I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I try to like go for the knob, and she kind of like goes in front of the door. And I asked her straight up, like, is there someone in there? And she didn't answer. She was looking at the ground.
Yeah.
And I kind of like went quick behind her and opened the door, and the door like opened up very fast. And there was another guy in the bed I was sleeping in for about a year and some change.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and he was like no shirt, like very surprised. I think he was thinking I was gonna pounce on him or something, because he like was like up on the bed like ready.
Yeah.
But no, I saw him, and just in disbelief, I walked out. I didn't have to like prove myself or prove
your manly.
And just to like, it's kind of all on her. She brought him here. He didn't do anything like that. So with that being said, I just walked out, and there's like more stuff after that, of course, like speaking to her parents about it and moving on with it, telling my parents, and something very, very traumatic, I would say, but something we learned from.
I think that happening shows like a lot of maturity, and you being a bigger person at the end of the day, just because bro, when whoever sees this is gonna hear this story, like guys are gonna be like, what? I would have fucking killed them.
Why aren't you in jail?
Yeah, why aren't you in jail?
Why didn't you kill her?
Yeah,
like, I've heard it all.
Exactly. Why didn't you at least beat the fuck out of him? Whatever the fuck it could be, but
I just thought to myself though, bro, like, cause I'm not really like an aggressive guy. Like I've never really got into it with another guy in general.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself in that moment, I've never fought for myself. Like no one has ever tried me, and I've fought. So why would I fight for a girl who doesn't love me and brought another guy to my apartment?
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, 2-on-1, if I did fuck him up, she could snitch and be like, yo, like, he's my boyfriend.
And not even that would be a big ass mess because she's definitely gonna throw herself in the middle and like it would have been bad. It would have been bad.
Bro, definitely. So I just took the high road, bro, and I was the bigger man and just, listen, you can have that, bro. And I just left.
That's another thing that's, to be honest with you, bro, you're never gonna forget that in your life, you know? You are gonna get one day married, you are gonna find the next love of your life, whatever. But that shit's never gonna really erase. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, it's not gonna erase.
Nah.
That's a part of your life now.
Yeah.
What do you think you could tell people if they are going through that or they've been through that and they're struggling with that shit, bro? Because people go through that shit every single fucking day in their life, all over the world. Not even just like we're talking like America or something. Just all over the fucking world, bro.
I would say everything is mental, bro. Like, everything is mental. If you really think about it, the only way that you could be mad about something is if you give that person the power to make you mad about it. So I can't just say I was okay right after, but just believing in yourself, bro. Believing in that one day there will be someone that will treat you right and won't do something like that after going through so much stuff and so much memories with them. But definitely just keeping a positive mental and believing in yourself, because I'll keep it a buck and I'm in. Like, I can understand why girls and guys like stay with someone that they've been through a traumatic experience with, like that trauma bond type. I could see why people stay, because that's all they know. Like, that's all they've ever been in.
Exactly.
And they don't believe in themselves that they'll be able to find someone else that won't do that to them. So, which is why they stay. So, again, bro, I would say believing in yourself, that there's other people out there, good people out there that will treat you good.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. You hear all these fucking stories of these marriages, all these famous people. They have kids with other people. They have affairs with other people. My dad had another baby with another female, and then he came back to my mom. How does that, like, did you ever think about that? Like, damn, people do go through this. Like, maybe we could work this out. You know what I'm saying? Because people do work it out some at points.
So people do, and like you said, it's just, that's when I would say it's deeper and children are involved. Like, children are involved, houses are involved, cars are under their name. Like,
they're way deeper. They're way deeper than what you were at that moment.
In that moment, I had an apartment and a dog with her, so it was easier to just break the lease and then just never see her again.
Never see her again.
But yes, I don't think that's. I think it's very different. At least for myself, I wouldn't be able to work something out like that. Just because even if I did forgive her, it would be like,
your head is still there. Like, your head.
No matter what. Every nice moment would just be like, damn, but you did this in the past. Like, are you doing it now? Can it happen again? And at that point, I would never be truly happy, because I'm just gonna be worried. Questioning everything. And on top of that, it does work out. Like, some people do work through it. But at the same time, I know that she wouldn't want someone questioning her all the time and like harassing her all the time, because she wouldn't be happy too. So if we're both not gonna be happy, why are we together? You
already knew, like, and let's say I work this out, I'm not gonna be on top of your ass even more. You're not gonna fuck with that. Well, now we're just gonna argue more. And
exactly, and it's gonna be worse than where it was before. And nothing's gonna be the same. And bro, things get tarnished, and that's why you gotta take care of them, because shit can change and never go back to how they used to.
Bro, honestly, I've realized this too. I don't know why it's with you, but I feel like you've also experienced a lot of your trauma, like, visually. Like,
like physically.
Yes. That's super, like, weird in a sense. Like, your all your stuff, like, everything we talked about, not has been bad, but everything's been physical to you. Like,
like walking in on that. A month later, I think I'm doing better for myself. I get this investment Tesla. I see that shit get totaled. 2 months later, because of everything happening in my life and the connection that I have with my dad, the stress, he has a heart attack. Like, on his bed, like, or on the ICU bed, he's just telling me, like, I just want you to be good with girls. Like, I want you to be good with your cars. Like, I'm tired of feeling this way, like, about everything that's happening in your life. And it's difficult, bro, seeing all that shit physically and just living in it. But it really does make you appreciate life, like, and the people that do care about you and the people that want to see you do good.
Do you think that changed your vision on females for the rest of your life?
I would say definitely somewhat. Somewhat, not entirely, because there is gonna be a good person for me one day, and I believe that. But in the sense that, like, something my dad has always told me, I feel like I showed all my cards to her.
Yeah.
And in relationships, I don't think a man should show all his cards, in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Even though when you're that deep though, like how do you not show all your cards to your wife? Like, how is that even possible?
You just can't, bro. You just can't. My dad told me straight up. He keeps it P. He's like, bro, your mom doesn't know like everything.
Yeah.
So of course.
But I think that's what females want.
Of course, they want you to everything. They want you to tell them how you feel. Like
they want that. I don't know how you would take it, but I feel like that's their only way of feeling in control.
Yeah.
If you show them, how you just said, if you show them all those fucking cards you got on that deck, you're out.
Exactly. They know all your tricks. They know all, like everything, and that's
so it's like as soon as you run out that last card, it's like now I got this guy.
Yeah. I got everything. And another, like, I would say it's kind of more like a psychological game. When girls don't see those cards that you have, it makes them want you more. Because they're like, why am I not getting this or attention? Why is he not telling me he truly loves me? Or why? You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff that makes them want you more, or that makes them respect you more. Because I think if you show all your cards and just show them everything you feel and going about your day, it's difficult.
Do you think you're gonna be very hesitant with the next girlfriend? Because we can all fool around, but you know when that next girlfriend's gonna come in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you think you'll be very hesitant in the sense to finally be like, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend? Or like, are you gonna be open to let your brain fall in love with the next female? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm more open. Like I really don't want to adopt the mentality of like all girls are the same, because there's good people out there. Yeah. But it's really just based off the feelings, bro. Like however I connect with this next girl, if God blesses me, that's just how it's gonna go. Like however it feels, however the interactions are. The only thing I would say is maybe taking more time to actually get to know the person, because I was with this person for 3 years and known her in high school, with her in high school, and I never would have thought in any of like my time that she would have done something like that to me. And I think that's on me for not really getting to know her for her.
Is it true, since you got to experience it, people change as soon as, like, you really find out who that person is as soon as you live with them?
Yeah.
Definitely. Is it true?
Definitely.
Is it different in the sense, like, what if she was, I don't know if she was, but her sleeping over your crib, your parents' crib every day, every day, was it different compared to her you guys having your own crib on your own? Yes,
very different, because again, you have to have consideration. Like she was sleeping over my house. It's my parents' house, so
exactly. You can't just fucking come in here and start yelling at me because you want to.
Of course, and like when you live with that person, there's like so many little things that go into it. Like, fuck, you didn't do the laundry. You didn't do the dishes. Like, you didn't get groceries when I asked you to get groceries. I have nothing to eat before work now. It's a very different like aspect from when she's just coming to your parents' house and you have everything there. My mom's kind of taking care of the crib, but definitely different. You can just wake up at 2 in the morning and start fucking yelling. Like my parents are sleeping, we can't really take it outside. We gotta do. Even though she didn't have that consideration sometimes, and she would.
I get it, bro. Yeah. But I just wanted to know if it's true or not. Like,
definitely when you live with someone, you'll see the real them. And I still feel like I didn't really get to see the real her, because it was only 1 year of living together. Imagine your parents they've been living together for 20 years.
Yeah, bro, exactly.
Like, or however many years.
So like all of our parents already know, like, this man likes to fart on this day at this time.
He likes to leave his socks on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever the case may be. Like whatever ticks you off, ticks her off. But yeah, for sure.
Can you ever trust a girl ever again?
I think they would have to show me that, like, very, very strongly. I believe I could trust, but I feel like I always think about what my dad told me about showing your cards, and I think one of them is just, even though you trust them with everything, realize that you can trust yourself more than anyone else. Like, you got yourself more, you love yourself more than anyone else in this world, bro. So Yes, but I think to a certain extent, like, you're still gonna have to like take consideration if something happens.
Yeah.
And people might say that's not full trust, but that's like a prenup. Like, people do prenups and they're saying like, why are you signing this if you think, you know, you're getting married to me? But
do you agree with prenups?
definitely, definitely. Unless I was with the girl before,
the whole entire,
like before I
make money
was successful and stuff. But it's a little unfortunate because like I believe that the next girl that I'm with, like since I'm doing Turo, I'm probably gonna have like 3-4 cars, have a very good job, and they didn't see me come up from
having my own little Camry,
my fucking personal car. So definitely prenup, and if the girl not trying to sign it, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Do you believe in marriage? I feel like a lot of guys don't believe in marriage.
Again, like I feel like the girl just has to show me. I believe in marriage just because like I see my mom and dad, and I see how they are, and I would want to be like that one day. But in today's day, 2024, 2025 now, bro, like I don't even know the statistic, but I think it's like 40% of marriages
fail,
divorce, fail, affairs. So if I'm lucky and God blesses me with a
right girl,
then yeah. But until then,
you can't really.
You got to be okay with being by yourself, for sure.
You think you'll be by yourself for a while? Is it okay to be by yourself?
I would say yes, because that's another thing I feel like I learned this year, like being able to be myself. Like I feel like before that I was always telling my feelings to my ex at the time or my friends, but being in the moment of solitude, like being by myself in my parents' crib, because you could connect with your parents, but you can't connect with them like a friend. So it's way different, but I think you definitely have to learn how to be by yourself at all times. Oh shit, I thought someone was coming. You definitely have to learn. You have to learn how to be by yourself at all times because, again, bro, no one is gonna love you like you love yourself, bro. Like,
have you gained more self-love for yourself since the situation?
Definitely.
Or did you already have that type of self-love?
I would say no, because there was moments during the relationship and after, there's times that I was like, damn, like I still feel like I kind of want to be with that person. But the self-love and the self-respect did grow, telling myself like, no, like I need to be with someone who hasn't done that to me, who respects me, respects my family.
Exactly.
And so with all that being said, definitely the self-love has grown. Going to the gym and changing my diet. And yeah, for sure, self-love is very, very important, bro. Very important. You gotta love yourself before you can love someone else. So
I think that's the whole problem. When you fall in love with a relationship, you don't really love yourself yet until you experience something traumatic. Because now you're finally gonna love yourself into the next relationship you're about to get in. You're gonna be mentally good with yourself. That you know, hey, this person's not treating me good. All right, we don't need to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And that makes it, I feel like, better and makes the connection even better if you know that without them you'll still be good. And they know without them, like without me, you'll still be good. It'll work better, because if it's like you're dependent, it gets messy, very messy. And that's all I can say really about that.
I think you killed it, honestly. I think you expressed your heart in a lot of different avenues today. So I just want to tell you I love you.
I love you, bro.
You're my brother.
My brother, bro.
Make sure you guys watch, subscribe, like, comment, share, everything. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Late Nights with Juan. Peace.
Yeah, that was perfect. I did that.